Word, son. What do you do, YouTube? It's your boy, Devon. All right, man, before we get into this video, make sure you hit the like button, comment, subscribe, share the word, spread the links, because you know how I do. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, click the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload. Without further ado, let's get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not already, please, if you do not want to pay for another EA Sports product, click that link in my bio. That flow code, that first link, go and get your GameFly subscription, man. 30 days for a free trial, only a month. Cancel whenever you want. Keep the games for as long as you want when you have your trial going. No lock-ins, no none of that. Like I said, if you don't want to buy another EA Sports product, I highly advise you to go check that out. Now, if that's out of the way, let's get up into it. So, in the last video where I was talking about pretty much how PA rollouts are broken in College Football 26, if you haven't seen that video, I'm going to put the card up there so you can go check it out. But if you haven't watched that video, or if you did see that video, I was talking about how I watched this game pretty much break down in real time on four separate occasions in one game, right? And this is about 2 hours and 30 minutes left of my trial before my GameFly copy came in. So I'm going to show those 4 plays, and I want you guys to just sit back, chill, take a pee break, pause the video if you got to, but let's get up into it. Now, this play is just a regular run play. It looked like an outside zone, but he decided to take it to the inside because he saw that gap there. Now, as you can see, he runs up the gap. I'm controlling the guy to the right. As you can see, Trey Moore, number 8, impact player, he stands there, and he is looking at the running back at the same exact time that he's running through the gap, not making any attempt to try to make a tackle on the play. Now, keep in mind, the entire time in this game, when I try to switch players, or a lot of times when I try to switch players, it seems like the game will lock me out from trying to switch players. So the entire time you see me controlling the guy that's on the right, I'm clicking the hell out of circle in order for me to switch to the guy that's closest to the ball, and they're not letting me do it. So in turn, I'm sitting there watching my guys just stand there and not doing anything. People probably are saying that, I've seen some comments are saying that their players felt they were stuck in the mud. This might have been one of the renditions of that. But, you know, I know people are probably going to say also that, oh, well, don't let computer do everything for you. You got to have some user ability. I would love to. But when you're trying to switch players and the game is purposefully locking you out from clicking on to the right person, you're going to feel a way about that, right? And I want to show you another rendition of that, because this is what happened to me on the second play that I'm about to show you. Check this out. Now, this play right here, I want you guys to pay close attention because I'm going to freeze frame it. I'm controlling Hill Jr., right? And as you can see, he'll throw the ball. Now, you would think, bam, right here, you would think that I'm going to be able to click onto the guy that is closest to the ball, which is the safety that's right underneath that tight end, right on top of the tight end, right? You would think I'll be able to do that, but instead, I go from Hill Jr. to the DB that's in the top left-hand corner, and then when they finally catch the ball and he decides to come down with it, then they want to put me on the safety. This right here just had me entirely done with the game at that point. You know what I mean? Because not only am I getting to a point where I'm seeing a lot of things happen at a consistent rate, this type of, buffoonery, if you will, this type of malarkey, you know what I'm saying? And I'm laughing because, at the time I was upset, but I'm looking at it now and to me, it just looks goofy. You know what I mean? It looks goofy because, I don't understand how people can find this fun. I don't understand how people can see this type of gameplay and think that this is a great game or it's not that bad. College football is still fun. I have fun with it. Like, it's fun when it's not happening to you. You know what I'm saying? When I showcase these things, ladies and gentlemen, I want people to understand that this is not gameplay. This is not the gameplay that EA is trying to, doctor their clips, or whenever they're doing these little gameplay videos where they got people from Bama coming over or college players coming in and coaches and stuff like that and all the EA sponsored products. This is the gameplay that they don't show you. Like, this isn't the raw gameplay that they show you. This is it right here, right? There was no reason for me to go from Hill Jr. to my DB, and when the ball went up top, right, by the time I flipped, I literally clicked circle to switch to the next player. The ball wasn't even near that tight end yet. It wasn't even near him, right? So I had plenty of time to react to that. That's why you see my DB kind of steer himself out of the way, because in my mind, I'm thinking they're going to put me on a safety. But no, they put me on the DB first, and then after the fact that he bobbles the ball and then catches it somehow, then you say put me on the safety afterwards, after the play was already pretty much done. If this isn't a blatant regard or a blatant disregard for user ability, and just a blatant way to cheat the user, I don't know what else to tell you, because this is dead wrong. I don't understand how people can justify this. But let's go on to the next clip. Now, this play in particular, like, I don't know what it is with this game, and even I've experienced it. I don't know where this unnatural acceleration boost comes from. And it's not the ability. It has nothing to do with that. But it's just a simple fact that there is random speed throttling at random points in this game. And it's not even just this guy that's doing it. I even had renditions of when I was doing it with my players. For some weird reason, I don't know what it is. If you move the left stick a certain way while you're using 360 cuts, or you're holding L2 or left trigger, when you're holding that and you decide to make a move, for some weird reason, your guy just gets this random boost of speed out of nowhere. Because you got the regular speed, and then, you know, of course, you get it in your stride, and then you're reaching top speed that way. But for some weird reason, anytime you're holding L2 or left trigger and you decide to move with the left stick, for some weird reason, your guy gets this random boost of speed out of nowhere. And again, it looks really, really fake. You know what I'm saying? Like, it looks like something that only in a game where, only in an arcade game where you would get that random boost of speed. You know what I'm saying? And it looks unnatural. And it can become unfair at times when you got a guy dead to rights, like I felt like I had him dead to rights, because I don't think it should have been a touchdown. But because they gave him that random boost of acceleration or speed boost, whatever you want to call it, but because they're throttling speeds at times, it's allowing guys to go from you're pretty much a TFL to now all of a sudden you got a positive gain. This needs to be fixed, in all honesty. And even though there are times where I experience it and it benefits me, I got to keep that same energy. This has no place to be in college football, point blank, period. I can understand if a guy has great acceleration, but it shouldn't be to the point where he just goes in hyperspeed. I'll make a video showing the other times where this has happened to me and I've done it, but this looks completely unrealistic. This needs to be fixed. Now, this is the play that I did, I believe, yesterday. Now, this is the one I did a PA rollout and trip singles, and you see my right guard go down the field, damn near 10 yards down the field, and they call a legal man downfield, and they pretty much bring it back. And I recreated it, replayed it, and everything. So if you haven't seen that video, like I said, it's in the other video. But, ladies and gentlemen, this was 4 different instances in one game where I had to deal with the BS that college football comes with. And people love to make 50 million excuses. Oh, it's the stadium pulse. It's the home field advantage. It's the fact that your guys don't have the set abilities. Or there's so many excuses that people come up with, and it's disgusting. This game lacks from a core gameplay standpoint. There's so many other areas I can cover in regards to how this game plays, but I just want to keep it to these 4 instances. Eventually, later on down the line, because now I got a copy of College Football 26, I'm going to give a detailed layout and an honest review about College Football 26. And like I said, I will shoot some bail, and there are going to be times I might just be honest. But College Football 26 is like 2 steps forward and 4 steps back. You got guys being stuck in the mud. Somebody sent me a clip of them playing Dynasty mode, and they got an invisible quarterback. You got that going on. You got guys still dumbing out on coverage. You got guys that are overdoing their blocks, and it's causing a legal man downfield. You got me being locked out of switching on to a player, and they switch me as soon as the play is pretty much done and over with, and it's a touchdown or a big gain, and I have to sit here and deal with that. But let you guys tell it, College Football 26 is fun, right? Let all these things happen. But College Football 26 it's fun. I enjoy it. It's not that bad. I mean, what game is perfect? I mean, there's no such thing as a perfect game. All y'all talk about this, and y'all just want this game to be perfect. There's no perfect game. Nobody is saying that it's a perfect game. And nobody says that. And timestamp that, somebody. If you made it over to the end, timestamp that for somebody. I never said that this game needs to be perfect. No game is perfect. I always want a consistent, cohesive product. Like, y'all should be able to pretty much like finish that statement for me. I've said it so much now at this point. But College Football 26 is a broken product. It's feasible, but it's still a fundamentally flawed core gameplay game. The core gameplay mechanics just aren't there. It has improved ever so slightly. But when you got these types of things happening in the game, and yet you got to fight to get back to a margin where you can compete, or a margin where you still have a chance, and you're getting dealt these type of curveballs, how exactly am I supposed to keep a positive energy? How exactly am I supposed to remain, optimistic that I could possibly still win this game when I'm seeing things like this happen? This type of gameplay has no place in a sports game. Too many randomizers, too much RNG, it's too many legacy issues, it's too many flawed logic. It's so many things that prevent you from really playing your game. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I'm going to get up out of here. Make sure you hit the like button, comment, subscribe, share the word, spread the links, because you know how I do. But I'm going to get up out of here, man. It's your boy Jay Devine, and I'm signing out. Peace.